talk about your sight of 1% that you're actually only seeing. And hey, don't take that for granted, because when you actually realize 1%, is that all you're sensing or seeing? What's happening to the 99% of what's out there? Aren't you wanting to know more? Aren't you intrigued on if that's all we're seeing? And hey, don't take 1% as that's exactly what it is, but it's something I saw the other day. It's just a picture, and it made me sit there and realize, holy cow, what are we missing out on? So let's take another step and recognize that, okay, with those gifted children out there, they put the blindfolds on them and they help develop their different senses. And these gifted children are actually using all their senses and can see the world around them without their eyes. Now, that is possible for you. Why do you feel that you're not gifted? We're all gifted in many ways. It's just what we're not using. And so if you close down that 1% of the sight, you will then engage all your other senses. And from the hearing is next level. I know myself is that is a side that I've loved tapping into, is that I love listening to someone's voice. And I basically shut down my sight to a degree. I shouldn't say shut down, I just close my eyes. And I listen to the frequency of the sound of their voice, because I can hear it's a waver in the frequency. And that's when I can start detecting that how well they are, their illnesses, and also when they're trying to tell you something, whether their voice is wavering to the point of you can feel how they can take you on a journey, whether it's negative or positive. So I start tracking. I just visualize and start tracking that frequency. And the other frequency is the smell. As they can say, you can smell death. Well, you certainly can, because I can definitely vouch there is a smell of death. There's also a smell when a child is unwell, and some of you will understand what I'm talking about. It's a smell, it's like a chemical smell that a child will emit off. And as soon as I smell that, it's like, oh my gosh, they're going to get sick. And the good old colloidal silver comes out, and I put it in a spray bottle, and I straight away get them to take that. And as a grandparent, I am more alternative than anything. So when my grandchildren visit, it's salt, Celtic salt, and I get them to go and just choose one little granule, and they think it's like it's a lolly from Glammy, and right down to the colloidal silver. So I use a spray bottle, and so I can get back it in the back of their throat, and that's where it's all sitting and harbouring. But going back is that the sense of smell, you can smell illness. And I know one of my dogs at the time sensed where cancer was on one of my clients, and he was able to detect, and he patted on her side of her leg of where the cancer was. Again, the dog used his senses. He wasn't told that that was the lady that was unwell, but he was able to detect it. And again, it comes down to the hearing, the smell. And when you close that 1% of your vision down, you've got 99% that you can tap into. And that's where you use your third eye. And I find that absolutely incredible, because when I quiet myself down to project out, to look through my third eye, I then go on a complete journey. And I think that's when I've quiet myself down. I shift into another reality, and I start perceiving and seeing so many projections of whatever I'm focused on to have a look at. And also, it's when I'm around somebody, I've given myself permission to actually see the energy of a person. So I can see whether there is a soul or an NPC or another energy that's slipped in the body. And it's just a frequency that everyone gives off. And you can see when the negativity is so intense, and you can feel the sadness in people's hearts. So start really developing that yourself by just closing your sense of the sight down, so everything else starts evolving and coming out. And another one that I have is that my body will take on the sense of that person's energy. So when you come into a space of somebody, you can feel sort of, the pain or the trigger of how they're feeling, because energetically we are matching into their frequency, and you can feel it coming back. So always remember, though, that when you're doing all this work, that you also shift what you've picked up off you, because you don't wish to carry it on you. And so it's really more of the developmental side that you can start working with it now. And it's like when you go and hug a tree, each tree is like another person. It's energy. And you'll be drawn to a certain tree. That's only because the tree is emitting out of frequency. And when you come up to the tree, you actually resonate to that tree. So start working with the trees. It's absolutely incredible. And also when you are around a certain individual, you will look at them and think, oh my gosh, I really resonate to you. I just love your frequency. And that is on another higher plane, that it's letting you know that your frequency matches theirs. But when you come across someone so angry, so negative, and the real side of that person comes out, and you just cower, you just like, oh my gosh, I can't be in that person's energy. Well, please remove yourself from that person's energy, because that energy will try and override you 100%. And you will take on their sickness. You will take on the way they think. And I've watched so many individuals that have got such a loving heart and soul, and they've matched themselves with narcissists. And it's so sad to watch. And that individual starts really going down, and their whole personality shifts. And if you see it, just send that person love. Send that person so much healing. And it's like handing them a rope that they can climb. But just let them know that you're there, okay? Because when they get engulfed by that individual, it's harder for them to see the light. But be the light for them. But let's look at taking all those senses, and you start developing them, and even your heart will take on a vibration of, I'm anxious around that person, I don't feel right. It's because you're picking up on the frequency that no longer actually doesn't resonate with them. Down to your digestive side. Now, a lot of people get themselves so wound up, and it really hits the digestive side. And that's something that you've got to be aware of, because if you were in that frequency for too long, yes, your digestive side will play up, and it'll go even further. And as they say, the digestive side is our second brain. So with using and developing and acknowledging these senses, there are so many more, but they're the main ones that you can actually start working with. So let's look at Antarctica. When I even mentioned that word to you, what did that trigger off to you? because this is my belief. My belief is that we are in a dome. We are in a area that is totally controlled and frequencies are coming through, blah, blah, blah. But when I have gone out there myself and out to Antarctica area, there is totally a different life force. And I want to take it even further, because I so believe that when you go beyond the ice wall that's surrounding, so we can't go through, when you go through that veil, I totally remember the sense of smell. It's like a freshness that you breathe that you don't recognize. But the vibration is so much better. The energy out there is exquisite. And I also remember when I was out there, I could feel that people were watching me, but I didn't understand who they were. Are they another race? Are they a race of where we've come from? Are they there waiting for the veil to be lifted so we merge through? We have been prevented from going out there, I know. And what is behind that veil? I honestly do believe there is another civilization that was here as well. I do believe that we've been sectioned off to go through this life, but many of us are waking up. And you can sense around you there's something bigger and better and far greater for us to explore. So why not start connecting and acknowledging our world is so small, but all around us is far greater. When you start connecting into that, you'll notice so much more that will come to you by lifting your frequencies, lifting your higher dimensions to connect into those higher dimensions, because you were once part of that. You volunteered to be here. You've in a sense of amnesia. We all are. But by holding and connecting to one another, we're actually awakening ourselves. And more are awakening. And it's actually quite intriguing watching all the different souls out there, because there are many that aren't real. And there are of other life energies that are in a physical avatar. But even when I'm saying that, it's like I can't see them, but there's a whole pile of energies around me right now, and there's big smiles, and I'm just projecting it to you, because we're getting closer to the side of ourselves. And is that not where a lot of our loved ones are? Is that not where we're from? Is that not where we're heading back towards? Is that not another energy that we are vibrationally connecting to? I know, just even bringing this up to you, my vibration is just beaming, just talking about it, because I've got this vision that's coming through, and it's just exquisite. I'm actually just going to ask the cards, is this on the table for us? Is more of that energy going to be projected for us to tap into? And as soon as I just said that, I just saw these incredible, massive doors opening up, and that's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. So what's the first card? New beginnings. We're leaving the old part of that lifetime behind us. We're letting go and siphoning out old energies that are holding us back, because there is a new world out there that we're tapping into and we're walking towards. Accelerated motion that's happening, because as you've noticed that our time is getting faster and faster and faster, totally accelerating. 1st of April really keeps jumping out to me today, and I'm going to hold that because to me that is the beginning of our new year. It's also a date of birthday of one of my children, and I always found that fascinating, but they put a real negative to it as an April Fool's, because I know in my heart we have been fooled by that day, but it's totally accelerating fulfillment of your wishes. So hold your head up high. Put out what you're wanting to bring in, because you are tapping into it. You will push out what you emit. So if this is a belief in your system, admit it out and let it be shown, because our eyes are closed up, but our vibration is getting far greater. So go into that solitude that you've been experiencing lately. Go in and really tap into whom you are, because you have the key. You literally have the key to move forward, because the crown chakra, this is where we are right now. Bring in that energy, bring it down into the crown chakra and feel that love and passion that is totally awaiting you. So now to 3 months, prosperity begins. It's because you've done some hard work, hard graft. You've been in the darkest places, but when you match the frequency of another and you're building that solidarity with other individuals of the same frequency, the tree starts growing and it blossoms. And opportunities, but some biggie energies are out there wanting to help you to go forward. Stop thinking small, think big. Stop it. We limit ourselves because that's what we're trained in from school. Think big. It's only you that'll stop yourself. Okay, 3 to 6 months, you'll totally shift from where you are right now, okay? Accept the pattern. Make this happen for yourself, because things are really changing. And look, you are shifting into that high vibration. We are no longer going to be hidden away with our 1% eyesight, okay? Because you're vibrationally connecting in. So material and spiritual changes, prosperity are coming towards you. Align yourself up to people that align to your frequency, because there's more out there. Go towards the light and the energy of the sun. Bring it into you, because honestly, when you believe, you will receive. Partnership and alliances. Now, when you know that you are tapping in to within yourself the higher frequencies and a God, it's not a religion. It is you. You carry the key within inside you, but you also tap in with the right individuals that you resonate to, because really they will have your back, okay, with the right individuals. But you are going to get in the partnership and connect in with other like-minded people, because there is no authority on you. You have the authority to control your thought patterns, okay? So it starts today, because when you shift that up, unbelievable things start happening. This is your outcome card. Believe in your heart. Allow your heart chakra to really resonate and look at the vibration, because when you shift that vibration of a higher dimension, that's when so many things happen for you. Okay, next 3 cards. Third eye, bingo. When you believe in yourself and you recognize that you're only seeing 1%, and when you wish to connect into the 99%, oh my gosh, that's when your third eye will develop. Nobody's shutting you down. It's you have shut yourself because you don't believe in yourself. Allow that vibration. Put the healing on your third eye, even a crystal. And look, even when I'm just doing that, I just could feel just such a shift happening for you, okay? It's a positive move forward, so make things happen now. You jump onto this new frequency, because otherwise you're going to be left behind. Be the first out there. Connect in. Be drawn to the energy that is coming up every day for you to awaken for your new beginning, okay? The sun has definitely been coming out lately. And honestly, when you feel it and you believe it, things are going to happen. A total transformation. It's happening right now, because when you believe, you will receive, and it's happening. And the last but not least card, this is really strong coming through. Whew. Okay. Memories of love. Connect with others that are of like-minded. Step away. It's not that you don't love the people that are pulling you down. It's just that the frequency for you to climb, you need to keep climbing on the higher frequencies to become the beacon for the others. You have chosen amongst everything else to be here and just shine your light, lift your vibration. Like and subscribe, send me a message, because I really want to help you climb. No more of the shite, because you don't resonate to it, okay? Start really tapping into your senses, and when you do that, it's incredible what will start happening. Believe in yourself, keep climbing, and I'll see you till next time. Love you. Bye.